Las Vegas, 1965. The Sands Hotel was glowing like it always did. Neon lights buzzing, dice rolling, glasses clinking, and the soft hum of money changing hands. Inside the Copa Room, every seat was filled. 2,000 people waited, not patiently, but eagerly. Because tonight, Dean Martin was on stage. Not just a singer, not just a movie star, but the Dean Martin, the king of cool. He walked out casually, tuxedo perfectly pressed, cigarette already between his fingers, as if he'd just wandered in by accident. The crowd erupted. Dean smiled that lazy, crooked smile and leaned into the microphone. All right, sit down before you hurt yourselves." Laughter rolled through the room. The band kicked in. The night belonged to him. Dean sang like he always did, effortless, smooth, like the world had never disappointed him. But beneath the charm, something was different. Only a few people noticed. Ken Lane noticed, Frank Sinatra noticed, and Dean Martin definitely noticed. Because halfway through the show, something was missing. Between songs, Dean reached instinctively for his jacket pocket. Nothing. He checked again. Still nothing. His fingers froze. The room kept laughing, the band kept playing, but Dean Martin felt it immediately. The envelope was gone. It wasn't money, it wasn't contracts, it wasn't jewelry. It was a folded piece of paper he carried everywhere. Every show, every city, every night. A letter. Dean didn't stop the show. He finished every song, every joke, every wink to the audience. But the moment the curtain dropped, the smile vanished. "Close the doors," he said quietly. Security froze. Now. Backstage, the energy shifted. This wasn't the playful Dean. This was something else. Mickey Rudin, his head of security, stepped forward. "What's wrong, Dean?" "My letter's gone." Mickey's face changed. That letter. Everyone on Dean's team knew about it. No one knew what it said, but everyone knew it mattered. They searched everywhere. Dressing room, hallways, stage wings, nothing. Then one of the ushers spoke up. "There was a kid," she said, "a teenager. He bumped into Mr. Martin near the aisle." Dean looked up. "A kid?" "Yeah, nervous, shaking." Mickey nodded. "We'll find him." "No," Dean said. Everyone turned. No cops, no rough stuff. Mickey hesitated. "Dean, if someone stole—" "I know what he stole," Dean said calmly, "and I want to talk to him." They found the kid near the back exit. 17 years old, too skinny, jacket 2 sizes too big, hands shaking like he hadn't eaten in days. When security approached, he didn't run, he just closed his eyes. In Dean's dressing room, the boy stood silently. Dean sat across from him, cigarette unlit in his fingers. "What's your name?" Dean asked. "Tommy," the boy whispered. "You got something of mine, Tommy?" The boy reached into his jacket and pulled out the folded letter. He held it like it weighed 100 pounds. "I didn't read it, he swear." Dean believed him. "Why did you take it?" The boy swallowed hard. "My mom," he said. "Sick, real bad. We got kicked out last week. I saw you. I saw how everyone loved you. I thought maybe someone like you wouldn't miss one thing." The room went quiet. Dean took the letter back gently. He didn't even open it, didn't even look at it. He just held it. "Do you know what this is?" Dean asked. The boy shook his head. Dean leaned back. "This is a letter my father wrote me," he said. 1943. The boy looked up. "He worked steel mills, broke his back his whole life so I could chase a dream he didn't believe in." Dean exhaled slowly.
He died before he ever saw me make it." The boy's eyes filled with tears. "I carry this," Dean continued, "because when things get loud or lonely, it reminds me who I was before the lights." Dean stood, walked to the desk, pulled out his wallet. "How much do you need?" The boy shook his head violently. "No, I didn't mean—" Dean pulled out cash, a lot of it. "Take it." "I can't." "You already did," Dean said softly. "But now you're doing it honestly." The boy broke down. "I just didn't want her to die thinking I gave up." Dean placed a hand on his shoulder. "You didn't," he said, "and you won't." He turned to Mickey. "Get him a meal, a hotel for the night." Mickey hesitated. "Dean." "And tomorrow," Dean added, "you help him find work." Later that night, Frank Sinatra walked in. He saw the open letter on the table. Dean's red eyes. Frank didn't ask questions. He poured a drink. "You okay, pal?" Dean nodded slowly. "Just remembered something," he said. Frank smiled faintly. "Yeah, that happens." Dean finished the residency, but something changed. He started leaving shows early, turning down appearances. One night, he told Frank something he'd never said out loud. "I'm tired of pretending I don't feel things." Frank nodded. "Welcome to the club." Years later, long after the lights dimmed, Dean still carried that letter, still folded, still worn, still reminding him who he was before the fame, before the losses, before the silence. Dean Martin spent his life making the world feel lighter, but the truth is, he carried weight most people never saw. And that night in Vegas, he didn't walk off stage because something was stolen. He walked off stage because something was remembered.